Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Again, this is Not Alone Resources and my name is Alexis. This is going to be the first of many videos that are going to be included in stories, interviews, and different topics, but I would like to start out with the first official video of me talking about who I am and what I want to do with this YouTube channel. So, my name is Alexis, I am 24 years old, I'm the oldest of 4 children, and I am originally from the Philadelphia area. So obviously the reason I started this YouTube was to bring awareness of sexual and domestic violence as well as teach consent. As I said in my first video, I am a survivor of sexual assault, which happened in October of 2015. So in October of 2015, I was a sophomore at a university in the South. I was also an Saturday in October, and the guy I was seeing at the time decided he wanted to come over and we were going to hang out. While he was on his way over to my apartment, he texted me and told me that his friend just went through a breakup and he was going through a really hard time and he didn't want to leave him alone because he was worried about him. So he asked if he could come over to my apartment with him, and I said, sure, we'll watch a movie. I'm an extremely kind-hearted and empathetic person, so of course I wanted to make sure that everyone was comfortable. I figured we would have a great time, just watching a movie. Of course, this is a guy I'm seeing. I want to get to know his friends. So they both decide to come over. And we go into my room to watch the movie because that's where I had my TV at the time. And as soon as I closed my door in my room, I just had this feeling in my stomach that something wasn't right. And unfortunately, for quite some time, I didn't realize what truly happened. So they both came on either side of me, one in the front of me, one in the back of me, and they grabbed me. And at that time, I totally dissociated and had, for at least a year or two, had no idea, the full details. I am currently 5 years on my recovery and journey. So they were on either side of me. One grabbed my head and put it near his genital area. The other one pulled my pants down, and at the time I had my period. So he couldn't go in that area, so he went into the other area. And they rotated back and forth for quite some time, and I don't really remember much of the details. I just know they traded a few times. The next thing that I remember was the guy I was seeing went into my bathroom to use the bathroom, and his buddy continued to assault my back area, and he tried to put my mouth in his genital. And at that time I realized what happened, and I remember going just like this and putting my hands up and him starting to yell at me, and I kept saying, shh, my roommates are here. And I don't know why I did that. I think I was just scared because the guy who I was seeing came out and he started getting loud. And at that point, I just ran into the bathroom because I was terrified. I must have passed out because the next thing I know, I had my eyes open and I'm on my bathroom floor. And I get up to use the bathroom and I have blood all down my back and my butt. So I clean myself up and I walk out and I go, all right, you guys have to leave, bye. And I walk them to the door, and I went into my room and I sat there for a second and I went, I think something happened. And then for the longest time, I can't tell you what happened because I don't remember anything. I barely remember my days being at that university that last semester. The next thing I remember is coming home for Thanksgiving, and that's very brief, as well as going home for Christmas. I actually ended up not being an RA anymore after Christmas time, and I moved into an apartment with my twin sister. Actually, my roommate at the time and my best friend in my entire life, who I met, that was my roommate. She told me that I came into her room after it happened. She told me this about 2 years after it happened, that I came into her room, I laid on my stomach, which I would normally come and sit, hanging out. So, just normal hanging out with your friends, you're sitting on their floor. She said, I came in, laid on my stomach, and she goes, hey, how was your hanging out time with so-and-so? And I said, I don't know, I think something happened. And she said, I questioned you on what happened. And she said, you got up and ran into your room. And that's when I started pulling away from my friends and my family. Unfortunately, at that time, my dissociation stopped. And I was unable to fight or flight through that situation. And that's a normal reaction. For the longest time, I went through about 3 therapists. I went through 2 group therapies, which I've met some of the most amazing people and strong survivors through there, to realize that, you know, I am strong and I went through something completely terrible, and that I can get through anything, and that they aren't who my life is. I am who my life is, and what's happened to me has only made me stronger. So that is my story, and I just wanted to thank you guys for listening. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you have something weird to ask, you're more than welcome to. Down below will be attached my link to my Facebook. My email will be attached, as well as Rain and the domestic hotline. Their websites will be posted at the bottom. And also feel free to subscribe to me so that we can continue on this journey together. I just wanted to say thank you so much for listening, and you are not alone. I'm here for you. Have a good one.